updated video here. It's been a little bit, few days, about a week or so. I mean, there just really hasn't been a whole lot for me to kind of go over and whatnot. But I figured I'd kind of give you guys an update on how our season is at this point. I think last point I had given an update. We were in Zone 3. So Final Zone did open. Did not record it. Because I mean there really was not much competition. As you can see here, we had right here had built into, I believe this was 803 and Tron Zone, and pretty much had not much resistance. They did fight a little bit here around Pass 4, but after that they kind of just skirted out. Didn't really give much resistance. And so we had built all the way up to the spire, up to here, into this pass, and pretty much locked them in this zone here, as you can see. And then after that, the pass is opened. We built in through this pass and this pass here, and built all the way up, and then kind of stopped around here with the main alliance, swapped over here to, well, I think they're both our main alliance, but swapped over here and then kind of built up, and then right around this area we met GSY, Tron, and Plaque here. And well, actually Tron didn't really show up. They just set in their zone 1 pretty much the whole KVK, but Plaque and GSY and 803 did, and so we kind of come up here and met all three of them, and have since pushed them back from here up and out of the zone, and taken pretty much all the past 5s for now. And so we are sitting on the point where it's time for the magma, and so we will be taking the magma probably later this evening. It opens in an hour and a half. I don't know if we're really gonna be pushing into another zone 1. I think we may push into this zone 1, the one right next to us. I'm not really sure what the plan is on that. But I mean, as you know, I mean, my main account here anyway is locked in zone 1. I do have the Cav account here in 801 that I may play on a little bit. If we do happen to try and invade their zone 1, but as you can see, Alliance Power, they have pulled in quite a few migrants, some fairly good ones. Whereas our migrants here will not be able to push into their zone 1, so we will be fighting against all of their migrants, against our non-migrants. So I don't know how that's going to go and whatnot. And as you can see, I've gotten here, earned several million merits, because we have had 787 pop back into the zone periodically and just drop random forts around. They did happen to, over here the other day, get a fort down and get some territory, and so we fought them for a little bit, but it really wasn't worth recording, because the fights just don't last very long. Maybe a few hours, and then they kind of give up. And so I'm sorry about the lack of content here recently, but it's just not really been very much going on this season, and you know, very much for me to really record and do. However, I am going to spin a little bit here. I am going to just use my gems. There we go. And I'm only going to do 45 spins. I'd like to, if we get lucky, get enough to do 2 skill levels on him. Now I need, what, 16? Actually, if you add this in there, before we spin, we need 14. And then I think that'll take us to a 50. So if we can get about 64, 65 heads to get 2 skills out of this wheel, I'll be pretty happy with it. And where are we at? 37. So pretty much gonna go. We'll have 1 guaranteed full pull out of this. If we get 2 full pulls, out of this. I will be quite happy with it. I'm going to take the skip off, and I'm just going to go ahead and run it, man. Let's just see how lucky we can get. So we got resources, speed ups, skip the full pull. We did get ahead there, though. All right. And resources. So that's a pretty average pull. Alright, resources, speed up. Alright, we did get ahead there. 2 heads. 3 heads. Okay, that was a pretty solid pull. Pretty happy with that. Resources. Head. I do need the stars. I am working on trying to get him to 6-starred, 2 heads, and speed ups. Wait, I said resources earlier, speed ups. Okay. So pretty average pull there. 20 spins in now. We needed 37 for the full pull. It looks like my luck's going to take me all the way down to pity again. Yeah. I believe we're going to go to pity. So that was an average pull. I don't think we're going to get enough for 2 levels. I don't think we're going to get that lucky on this wheel. My luck, these last couple of wheels and last Forge of Lights have just been trash. Absolute trash. 2 heads and some stars. I do need the stars. Alright, so this is 30 spins now. This will be 30 spins. We needed 37 for the full pull. At this point, pretty much going to go to pity on that. There we go. So we did get it on this one. But that was pretty close to pity. So we got 15 left. This looks like an absolutely atrocious spin. That was awful. Oh man, it teased me a little bit. Oh, teased me again. Average pull there. Alright, here's our last 5. Aha! I thought we got lucky there. Alright, another pretty average pull. And then we'll get our free ones here. Alright, and then let's see where we lined up. Yeah, so we didn't get 2. I did finally get 1 in the last one. I think these 2 are going to be your most important ones. That's going to be the last one that you want to max. However, I will say that this commander at its current, I had him at 5141 up until today. And he was already trading very similar with my Cantaman here at 5353. Already trading very similar to my Awakened Lilia Thea as well as Awakened Burt Tohar. Now, my Ming Grimora is still absolutely dominating in the field in terms of overall merits and trades. A little bit still early to tell because my Ming pet is also pretty well built compared to the new Magifox. However, I do think that once I get both of those heroes awakened and the Magifox to a similar skill level as to where my Flame Manticore is, I think he may be on par or similar to Mingormora. I think Mingormora might still win slightly in the open field, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But again, guys, I do appreciate y'all for watching. Love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one.